through my products.
Thanks, Rob. First up this morning, a sweet treat straight from the Emerald Isle. Chef Rachel Gaffney is an expert in traditional Irish shortbread, and she's here this morning to show us how to turn her specialty into a delicious cheesecake just in time for the holidays. Welcome back, Rachel.
Thank you very much.
We have a little Irish music playing in the background. We have to take a close-up picture of this dessert that you're doing because this is one of the prettiest cheesecakes I have ever seen.
Oh, thanks a million.
How do you make it look so organic? I mean, it looks so natural, the shape of the crust, and old Ireland, I think.
Absolutely, and there is no airbrushing or anything. This shape in the middle is the natural crack when it came out of the oven.
Oh, it is?
This color is from the Baileys, because I use a lot of Baileys on my cheesecake.
Well, and why wouldn't you want to?
Of course. And then the base is made with shortbread instead of the traditional, graham cracker crumbs and things like that. This is made with Irish butter shortbread.
We have to talk about these because this is your company that you founded, and you founded it, though, here in America.
Yes, I did.
You're trying to educate us.
I am. I'm trying to teach people about something outside of green beer and cabbage. I'm trying to teach people about Ireland through food products. So I make this Irish butter shortbread, and I use a Kerrygold unsalted butter, which is my key ingredient to make these shortbreads.
Okay.
And I'm just showing people different ways of making desserts and different things that you can make using these shortbreads.
All right. Well, let's get started, and I'm going to tell everybody in a little bit how you can get it on a class.
No problem.
With Rachel.
Okay, what I've done is I started off and I've taken some of the shortbreads and just crumbed them, literally by hand. They're not in a liquidizer or blender or anything. And I've got 3 cups of crumbs, and then I've got about 1 tablespoon of butter. I don't add any sugar to my base because the shortbreads are already sweet enough as they are, but I do add a little bit of butter, just enough to, like this, as you can see, to form a nice thick consistency.
Do you, in Ireland, is the shortbread considered a cookie? Is it meant to be eaten as a sweet and savory with something else? How's it usually served?
Shortbread? Well, traditionally when I was growing up, my mother used to make it in a big tray and ice it, and then they would slice it. But the best way is we call them biscuits. I know you guys have biscuits here, which you'd have with gravy.
Yes,
but a cookie's called a biscuit.
A biscuit tin would be a tin full of cookies.
Correct. And so we would have the biscuit, and the biscuit we would have with just a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. That's actually still my favorite way to enjoy it.
That just sounds lovely. That sounds
I'm telling you.
Lovely.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so you're pushing it down with your hands. This is a whole hand deal. I'm going to move this red bowl out of the way so we can make sure and get all our good shots.
You know what I'm going to tell you? The key is here is when you, I have to use my hands for everything all the time, and I don't, if you notice, no sugar, just the butter and the crumbs, and then just put it in really, really, pack it tightly, okay? And this is a 9-inch springform pan, okay? And then what you're going to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees.
Alrighty.
And we're going to bake this for about 5 or 6 minutes.
Oh, that's all?
That's
5
it.
or 6 minutes.
Just this first lightly. Now, it varies on your own oven, okay? So really
warm it up.
It's about lightly golden brown. Take it out, and then you're going to cool it, okay? I'm going to use the same bowl here because I don't really want to turn on an electric mixer or anything. What you're going to take is 3 packets of cream cheese. I'm just going to show you. So the 3 8-ounce packages of cream cheese.
All softened up.
All softened. It'll be at room temperature. You're going to add 4 eggs to this, okay? And then on top of that, this is just a traditional cheesecake recipe. You're going to add 1 cup of sour cream.
Is it any wonder that the cheesecake puts a couple of inches on the hips when we look at it's cream, it's cream, it's cream and cream?
You know what, though? If I'm going to die tomorrow morning, I don't want to die wondering, like, oh, God, you know, I wish I didn't have that.
Eating too many veggies.
Absolutely. And then, of course, this is my favorite part, is the Bailey's Irish cream. And, they, you know, it's normally a half a cup, but in Ireland we call everything as just in case. We always have to put everything extra in just in case. So there's probably well more than, it's probably 3/4 of a cup in there.
Come here, hold still a minute. I've lost your eyes there
with
your gorgeous
red
hair. Okay, there we go. Your hands are gooey.
I'm sorry. You know, and I always say, I even sent her an email. You know how Rachel Ray says everything's better with butter? I agree with her wholeheartedly with this, but everything's better with booze as well. So anyway, you got to have it. So you're going to mix all of this, and you're going to pour this on top of that, and you're just going to simply bake it in the oven for 45 minutes approximately, until it's lightly golden brown. When I took this out of the oven yesterday, I made this one last night, I literally let it cool, and as you can see, it just cracked naturally.
Well, and the edges come up like that, all
there's no airbrushing,
rugged
nothing.
and
It just came
wonderful
out.
looking.
And it's
Isn't it
just
pretty?
its own
Is that
thing.
mint in the middle? What
Just
is
a little
it?
bit of mint and raspberries and a little bit of powdered sugar on top.
To make
of course,
it pretty.
really nice way to serve it is just pour some more Baileys on it.
Can you tell she's from Ireland, you know?
Like I said, everything's better with booze.
Well, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And we're going to tell everybody how they can get in on you being in town because
Yes.
you're not here all the time.
No.
Thanks for stopping by.
No
Nice
problem.
To see you
We're going
again.
to do those classes today.
Yes, yes. For a copy of today's recipe, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address on your screen, or you can log on to our website, showcaseminnesota.com, and search under the dessert category. And what a dessert it is! For more great recipes, you can check out Rachel's upcoming Irish favorites cooking classes. There's one tonight at 6 and one tomorrow at noon, and both at the Byerly's in St. Louis Park. For more information, just log on to showcaseminnesota.com.